John Taylor Hospice is a fantastic organisation. They deal with palliative care, so to deliver that well it's actually very difficult.
This company is about fundamentally relationships. It's about the relationships that we have with people who choose John Taylor for help.
We can provide support, advice, care for their patients at a vulnerable time.
They're the most amazing people I've ever met. We feel like a big family.
We are very passionate about our patients and we try to make every moment matter for them.
Benjamin's Brothers, for us, is a project all about saving lives.
Prostate cancer in young African Caribbean men is one of those very aggressive cancers, which is why it's so important to get the story out.
Men don't like going to the doctor to talk about anything to do with their bums.
The evidence is clear that people with an African Caribbean heritage have 4 times the risk of getting this cancer.
So we wanted to do something that would change that conversation, and that's where the idea of the bottoms came from. We wanted to put prosthetic bottoms out there in the community and say to people, look, here they are, this is what it looks like. If a doctor wants to find out whether you've got an enlarged prostate, he'll do it by putting on a pair of gloves and doing this particular procedure. It's something that makes people laugh because, frankly, sitting in front of a rubber bottom is quite amusing, and the idea of giving them the opportunity to put their finger in it is quite unusual.
So in Birmingham, 500,000 men, 63,000 of those men, if we did nothing, stand a very high chance of dying in their 40s and 50s. That's a large number of our friends, our neighbours, our citizens. So if we don't do something about it in Birmingham, we're not a community interest company, because we're not taking the interests of our community to the heart of what we do, and that is why we're here.
We evaluate very carefully all of the strands of our storytelling, so we use our own website, we will send out stories to national and local media, we use Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn, and we analyse all of those different sort of means of communication really to see what's working well for us, what may not be working so well.
The most important thing we had to do was find people within the community who could tell a story that would really describe to us how prostate cancer affected them. And one of those individuals was Alvin.
I have been helping out by appearing on some of the videos and also helping driving some funds to Benjamin's Brothers. People wanted to get involved, basically. They wanted to get involved. They thought that it was a worthy cause, and the presentation is fantastic. So they've done a really good job with that.
The crowdsourcing campaign would not have been as successful had it not been for the local people who came to the event and helped us to design it. Obviously, Benjamin's F&I's family promoted it.
It was about £3,000, and we set ourselves the goal of raising that in 8 weeks. And in the end, we hit the target 2 weeks ahead of schedule, which we were absolutely thrilled with. And so that if they do have the confidence to then go to their GP, have that test, they'll do it sooner, and hope they'll be diagnosed sooner, and hopefully we'll never see them as an end-of-life patient, because the reality is no one needs to die of prostate cancer. It's an eminently treatable condition if it's picked up early enough. Winning this award is incredible, really. We're a small organisation in a big city, but we really aim to make a big impact.
In terms of Benjamin's Brothers, it's really good because it means that the next stage is that we'll be doing the workshops in the community with the rubberised bottoms. Even just a story saying that we've won the award helps us get that campaign into people's minds, and that's part of our message.
For an award that's about storytelling, I'm almost finding myself rendered speechless in terms of the pleasure and the reward that this award will give, not just to our staff, but to the people who believed in the idea of Benjamin's Brothers.